better do a YouTube video today. I think it's been a little while. So Pen's going off to have a haircut, like the salon. Alright, so yeah, look, we're going to the farm and see what the dogs are up to. I think it's been a week or two since I made a video, hasn't it? Something like that. So all the water started going down a lot, all the canal water's all dropping, and well, in the rain season all this is flooded, it's all dried out. I think it's been sunny for like the last week or so, so the weather is much nicer, and I think we're in like the dry season now. I think this time of year they call it cool season. It's not really that cool, but in the evenings it gets a bit cool because there's no clouds and temperature can dip a little bit in the evening time. I was going to go and do a bit of painting on the bungalow. Don't really have any other jobs to do. Although, see in the canal here we've got lots of like lily pad things. Might take some of those and put them in our pond. I think the fish like a little bit of like hiding places. So yeah, look, the water level's down quite a lot. It's down 2 meters from where it was before, roughly. Oh, my road has got destroyed again. It goes so squishy during the rain season because it's constantly underwater and you're driving over it all the time, and it's made a big mess, but oh, never mind. See if the dogs are paying attention. They should start barking. Who's that? Who's that? Yeah, the trees are all looking all right. We've done a round of vitamins. I did that a few days ago. We waited for the rains to stop. You can't put the vitamins out when it's really chucking it down with rain because it would just wash all the nutrients away rather than leaving it around the trees. So that's Bung Bung. Yep. Okay, it's me. Bung Bung. Bung Bung. Jesus Christ. Enough. Very good. Good guard dogs. Good guard dogs. Very good. Yeah, okay, Jesus. Yeah, alright, Gorgie. Good boy, good doggies. Everyone lie down, it's hot. It's hot, go to sleep. Okay, so all the dogs are here, they're all fine. So look, we keep putting lily pads in here. We nicked all these from the canal, but they keep dying and we're not sure why. Maybe it's like the fish keep like nibbling the roots or something. There's a few around, but just not very good. Maybe I'll go and get some out of the canal or something. And I'll show you what's going on with the bungalow. It's really exciting. All right, come on you two. Go and lie down. It's bedtime's hot. Come on, quick. Yeah, when we're out, we'll just leave them in here with the fan, and like we put like a bottle of ice in there and it melts, and so it keeps the water cold. So we're still waiting for the tilers to come and start doing the tiles. Hopefully that will happen. It should be like this week, they said. They said 3 weeks, about 3 weeks ago, so anyway. And what I've been doing recently is very exciting, but I've been just doing a bit of filling on these boards and a bit of sanding, and I'm just getting ready to paint these. I'm going to paint these white. I was doing that yesterday and I might carry on with that today. Just start sticking a bit of paint up there. I was hoping to get that done before the tilers are tiling here, so I don't get too much paint on the tiles. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, the farm is okay. All the water's dried out as expected. It only takes a couple of days for it to dry out. It's a thing around here, like when it rains, it really rains a lot, but it also evaporates quite quickly when the sun comes out because it's so hot. It doesn't last long. It's much nicer to have it like this than all flooded. So yeah, down here in the canal we've got never-ending supply of these lily pads. See if I can get some out without getting wet. So transplant that lot into there. See, they're nice and big and fluffy, they look really good, and then you put them in there and then they're just all really small and not so nice. It's alright, Bung Bung, it's just me. Yesterday we bought some seeds of this stuff. It's called water grape or something like that, and so we're also going to plant some seeds around here to grow this stuff as well. About this time last year we had quite a healthy population of lilies in here, but if you remember back that far, we were emptying the pond a couple of times, and during that process of getting all the fish out we removed all the lilies, and since then we haven't been able to re-establish them yet. As I say, I think the fish are like nibbling the roots so they can't grow properly. So anyway, I'm hoping I chuck enough in here we like get past the tipping point and we can get the lilies re-established maybe. So I've chucked a couple of big wheelbarrow fulls in there. We'll see how they go. Yeah, they all flop down, they don't stand up. I think when they're down there in that canal, they're all tightly packed together, so that sort of helps them stand up and that helps them get like to the taller size. And in here it's a bit more loose, the wind blows them around a lot, so that's why they do grow, but they're much smaller. Dogs are sleeping, well, lying down. It's too hot for them. There's Bung Bung over there, Gorgie's having a sleep over there. It's like a night and day difference, you know, between the rain season when it's all grey and flooded and pissing it down, and when it's like this in the sunshine, it's so nice. I think our garden is starting to look like really nice. So yeah, it's nice and peaceful over here again now. Having a good time. So I've been seeing on the news they're having more like coronavirus restrictions coming in England maybe. I think I've been seeing some news from some other countries as well, and I don't know. There's a lot I could say about that, but I'll just say I'm glad I'm not involved in it really. Over here there's a few restrictions, like you got to wear a mask and stuff, but other than that I don't really notice it, and it's been nice to stay well away from it. And this whole coronavirus thing, well, what I take away from it is that I didn't like that the government could come along and turn my business off and say, you know, I just think that's I don't know. So, I mean, some people could say it's for a good reason, but it doesn't sit nicely with me, and it just was like a big red flag saying, hey, stop thinking about that and go and do something else. Go and find some freedom somewhere else. And it's part of the reason why we like pressed ahead with the farm so much this year, and why I've been over here so long. The plan was to make a sort of slower transition to Thailand, maybe over the next 2, 3, 4 years as the trees are growing. It's quite hot. Oh. I wasn't going to build a house this year, it was going to come later, but then along comes the coronavirus, and the government shut down my business, it shut down Pen's business, so we were like, well, what are we going to do then? And I thought I'd take the opportunity while I can't work, so I may as well get on with it, and that's what we did. So we weren't really quite ready to do this yet, so didn't really have all the money ready, and it's made our finances a bit more pressured than they would have otherwise been, but nevertheless I'm glad we've pressed on and got on with it. Who knows how long these lockdowns and restrictions are going to go on for. Nobody knows, and I think it's just difficult to live in the middle of that and try and make money in the middle of that. It's just I don't know, it's not ideal, is it? So I'm glad I've got on with all this, and hopefully we can escape from all that nonsense. Well, I'm pretty much done for today. I've been doing it for like 2 or 3 hours or something. Done like one coat around all the tops of all the pillars, and I've also been sort of like filling them in and sanding where they need it, and I'm pretty much finished with that now. Getting ready for painting. That's literally like the last little bit. So yeah, I think I am done for today. Don't want things to be perfect, but I'm just trying to tidy up any obvious problems and trying to sort of strike a balance between have it look nice and, you know, it's a farmhouse and it's not a show home. So yeah, I'm trying to get the right balance. Pen's still not back. Just phoned her up. She's having her nails done now. So anyway, I told her to hurry up because it's time to walk the dogs now. It's 4 o'clock. She's got to make the other 2 dogs their dinner, and well, it's time to go. So yeah, you've seen in the recent couple of videos we had quite a lot of flooding, and you know, it's annoying, but it's a concern for the future because once our trees are bigger, they don't like the flood water. So I've been thinking about what to do, and I've mentioned a few of the plans already. I think, haven't I, like improving the mud wall around the side of the farm and like blocking the neighbours' water, that sort of thing. Could be a number of different things we're doing. What I'm thinking at the moment is to try to treat the farm as 2 separate farms. We've got the canal down there. There's a bit of a low bit around the pond, so I'm thinking about getting all the water that's around the house and all flooding in this area to drain to the pond that we can then pump out that way in an emergency. And then it's it's very subtle, but around about this area there's a very, very slight bump, and then down towards the back of the farm it dips down just ever so slightly, especially in that back corner. I'm thinking about roughly where that coconut palm was, to have that about the point where I split the farm in 2, because that's about where the natural ridge is. So all the water that's coming down here, I'm going to maybe dig a couple of ponds in the back here. Originally what I wanted to do was try to dig channels so that all of the water, even from the back of the farm here, could get to the pond, and then we could pump it out down to the canal at the bottom. But the truth is, it's all a little bit unpredictable. Water will kind of go where it wants, and that's why I'm thinking about maybe split it into two separate problems. Instead of sending all my water down there all to the pond, it's going to cause an even bigger flood down there. And at the back of the farm here, well, it's about 70 metres over there, there's another canal. So yeah, we're thinking put a couple of ponds here, give the water somewhere to go. But then in an emergency, we've got too much water, we're getting a flood down here, we can just run a pump with a hose, like, I don't know, 60, 70 metres over that way, and empty it into another canal over there. I'll see if I can get across. Yeah. Oh. So apparently this neighbour's going to knock down all their rubber trees as well and put durian. They said it's going to happen in February. They had the digger in recently digging this channel and building the mud up here in preparation for that, because they don't want the water coming from them, that neighbour in there, into here once they've got durian in here. None of these water problems are unique to me and Pen. All the neighbours have the same deal. So you can see that they're all taking measures like digging and piling the mud up to block the water. And all along the back here, the guy who owns this farm, all along the back here, he's built a big wall of mud in between his farm and the canal. In the rain season, this gets really full in here. A good 2 or 3 metres higher than it is at the moment. But yeah, to protect his farm from the canal, there's a big bank of earth here. But yeah, that's our other option, to run a pipe and dump all the water into there. fingers crossed, once we improve all of our flood defences, and once we dig a few extra ponds here and there, fingers crossed we'll never get to the point where we need to like emergency pump water out. But if it does ever get to that stage, there is that canal as an option. What's going on? What took you so long?
My hair done, my nails, facial.
Hair, nails and a facial. Oh, I've been working hard while you've been doing it. I see. I think it's that time of day again. Well, let's get ready to go anyway. So someone asked in the comments if I changed the wheels back. I have. I've gone back to my old wheels. So the reason is, well, even with these, as you can see, look, they pick up quite a lot of mud. The mud terrain tyres, they have big chunky holes and they pick up even more mud. So when we're driving in and out, first of all, I'm getting loads of mud dumped in the garage here, and with those other tyres on, the mud terrain tyres, I was getting so much mud in here, it was really annoying. And then also on the way out of the farm, the tyres like pick up mud and they're taking mud out of the farm and dumping it all up the road there. And well, you don't want mud being removed from your farm. You want to keep your mud in your farm. But yeah, that was the main thing. They just kept like digging big holes in the road, and that was it really. So I've got to say, overall, I think what's on there now are all-terrain tyres. I've got to say, yeah, I think that's the best choice. And the mud terrain, I got them for the way that they looked, and I suppose I preferred the way they looked. But practically speaking, for us here in the farm, they weren't actually doing any good. So I switched back. So yeah, even with these tyres, we've still got the same issue, but it's not half as bad as it was with them other ones. Oh, there's Gorgie. Shouting at me to turn the water on for Gorgie. He gets hot running around, you know, with his big woolly coat on, and then he likes the cold water, so. He looks all wet already.
Yeah, he's on the water.
Give him a clean up then. Yeah. Pen, your hair looks nice. I didn't forget. I won't forget to say that. Yeah, they all lie down in it, look. Lying down in it. Lying down in it.
Quick, quick, go.
Quick, 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 quick. In. Ah. He's really naughty, this dog. Wherever you want him to go, he won't go, you know. Let's see if I grab him. Oh, what's that? What's this? What's that? What's all this? What's all that? Right, come on, in. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. That's all the dogs are in. What's going on there? Why we got a leak? No, I see. I see. Getting them all cleaned up. Bung! Bring that muzzle back here right now.